Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah,
Hello.
good evening.
Good evening.
All right. So, my name's Bria. What's your name?
My name is Paul.
Okay, Paul. You don't sound Japanese. Are you from China or Taiwan?
Yeah, so smart. And I come from Taiwan. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So, I guess from the accent.
Thank
All
you.
right. So, let me just check quickly.
Yes.
Paul, could you hear and see your teacher?
Yes, I can see you and hear your voice very clearly.
Yeah, you too. No problem.
Thank
All
you.
right. So, Paul, let's start with an introduction.
Hi.
I'll go first. So,
Yes.
again, my name's Bria. I'm from the Philippines, Cebu Island. Okay.
Mhm.
For my day job, I'm a nurse. And for my hobby, it's yoga and a little bit of video games if I
Okay.
have the time. All right, then. So, Paul, please share your introduction.
Okay. Uh, my name is Paul, and I am 37 years old. I work as a interpreter and translator between Japanese and Mandarin Chinese.
Oh, I
Yes,
see.
and I work in a mobile game company, and we publish the mobile game in the markets of Japan and Taiwan.
I
And
see.
when I am free, I do some exercise, just like jogging or mountain climbing, and I uh, go one time a week in the to the gym to do some workouts. Yeah,
I see. Once a week. Okay.
yes, once a week.
All right.
And
Cool.
mm,
How long did it take you to learn Japanese?
um, actually, I didn't remember very clearly. Maybe over 10 years.
Oh,
Yeah. And actually, I studied in Japan for 4 years
oh,
and get a job for 1 year. So and yeah, I just put myself in Japan to let my Japanese uh, course to influence.
yeah,
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So, um, is this your first job in
Yes.
Taiwan? An
Yeah.
interpreter? Oh, I see. Okay.
Actually, it's not my first job. Yeah,
Mhm.
because
In
when
Taiwan.
I yeah
Mhm.
yeah I was the sales representative for some uh, some goods.
Some
Yeah
products.
yeah some products. Yeah,
Oh,
but
I see.
I think the interpreter and translator, this kinds of job, you can get more freedom. So yeah, I think
That's
yeah,
true.
it's a good job for me.
Yeah. So, I have a lot of salesmen, students, and they say it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Is that
you you got this. Yeah,
Oh,
it,
I see. So I'm glad you found a more relaxing job.
yeah. So
All right.
I chose this way to yeah to make me more free.
I see. So, aside from your main job, do you sometimes freelance, Paul? Um,
Yeah, freelance.
I see. That's good to know. All right. So, ever since you came back to Taiwan, have you ever, you know, go back to Japan for a vacation or something, or never?
Actually, I am so missing my life in the Japan.
Oh,
Actually, my almost all my friends are in Japan, so mm, yes, I just missing them.
friends, you mean Japanese friends or Taiwanese friends who studied Japanese?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I see. Well, hopefully you still communicate with them, and maybe this year, you could catch up with them. All
Yeah.
right then. So, Paul, interesting introduction. It's my first time having an interpreter in DMM. All right.
Yes.
So, uh, in your student requests, you mentioned you wanted daily news. Is this
Yes.
correct?
Yes,
Okay.
it's correct.
Have you chosen a title?
Okay, I chose the title called Fear of Foreigners Calls Tokyo Garden 25 million yen.
Okay. So that's interesting. Um, you know, even in the Philippines, we
Mm-hmm.
do know English, but some of us we do get nervous
Oh,
speaking to foreigners. What about you? Do you get nervous speaking to foreigners, Paul?
yes, I always get so very nervous to to speak English to foreigners, especially the native speaker. I'm very afraid they can understand what I am saying. Yeah,
Oh, I see. So for me, it depends. Sometimes they're so big,
yeah.
you feel a little scared talking to them. Yeah, but actually, they're quite nice. All right. So, would you like to do vocabulary, Paul?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Let's read first word blossom.
Blossom,
A flower or the flowers on a tree or plant.
a flower or the flowers on a tree or plant.
Viewing cherry blossoms is an annual event in Japan.
Win-win, hmm? Win,
Viewing.
win-in.
Okay. One more time.
View,
Viewing.
viewing,
Good.
viewing a cherry process as a new annual event in Japan.
Yeah. So every year, and I'm sure you did hanami when you were there. Okay. Next word attendant.
Attendant,
Someone whose work involves helping visitors or customers.
someone whose works involved helping visitors or customers.
Okay, he works as an attendant at a gas station.
He was as an attendant at a gas station.
Okay, good job, Paul. So you mentioned you worked in Japan for 1 year. Were
Yeah.
you an attendant or also an interpreter in Japan?
I just an attendant.
I see,
Actually,
attendant.
I worked as a sales engineer in Japan.
Oh,
It
really? Wow.
yeah, it's total a different my job now.
Oh, I see. Okay, so interesting job, sales management.
Yeah,
Okay, um, let's go to the next one. Discover.
discover
To learn or find something that was not known before.
to learn or find something that was not known before.
She discovered that her husband has a secret lover. Oh,
Oh, it's terrible. She
that's
discovers that her husband has a secret lover.
okay. So, the next one retirement.
Retirement.
The act of no longer working because one has reached a particular age.
The act of no longer working because one has reached a particular age.
Okay, he's only 50 but decided to take an early retirement.
He's only 50 but decided to take an early retirement.
Alright, next one bonus.
Bonus.
Extra money that is given to an employee as a reward.
Extra money that is given to an employee as a reward.
Okay, I received a large bonus for my good work this year.
I received a large bonus for my good job for my good work this year.
All right. What about in your company, Paul? Do you get a bonus? Summer, winter bonus?
I actually in Taiwan we just we can gain one time bonus,
Oh,
especially
one-
in the Chinese New Year.
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, we get some bonus before we uh yeah we
One holiday?
yeah yeah
I see. What about, in sales, commissions, bonuses? That's a thing
yeah.
in sales department. So do you also get a one-time bonus back when you were a salesman
Uh, maybe it is depend on the company.
company? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes if you got a great score in
Yeah.
your you have you sell a lot of merchandise. You can get some I don't know how to say it in English. Maybe it's some kinds of
Uh,
incentive.
oh, I
Yeah,
see. So,
yeah.
and it'll show on your salary for the month.
Yes, yes, yeah,
Okay. So I guess it depends on your performance.
yes. It depends on your performance.
All right then. So any questions, vocabulary, Paul?
I think it's great. Yes, yes.
Okay. So if we're good, let's go to the article. Would you like to read after me, Paul, or by yourself?
I would like to repeat after you.
Okay then. So one more time, let's read the title. Fear of foreigners cost Tokyo Garden 25 million yen.
Fear of foreigners cost Tokyo Garden 25 million yen.
All right. So were you stationed in Tokyo or a different prefecture?
Sorry,
Oh, you. Were you stationed in Tokyo or did you live in a different prefecture, Paul? Different
prefecture.
city. Yeah, so
Mm,
Hokkaido, it's a prefecture.
oh,
Osaka,
okay. Yeah.
prefecture.
Uh, uh, I stayed in Hokkaido for one month, and removed to the Osaka for one month. As finally, I just stayed in Tokyo until I uh,
Uh,
how to say this? I abandoned my job. I don't know how to
until
say
you
it.
finished your
Yeah,
contract.
yeah. Until I finish my job.
Oh, I see. So, wow, you've been to a lot of cities. Yeah, and I'm glad you moved out of Hokkaido. Must be difficult in the winter season.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So
Super.
let's start. A short walk from Shinjuku Station and
Yeah.
home to around 1,500 cherry trees. Shinjuku Gyoen is one of Tokyo's most famous gardens. It's especially popular when the cherry blossoms appear in spring and when the leaves change color in autumn.
A short walk from Shinjuku Station and home to around 1,500 cherry trees. Shinjuku Gyoen is one of Tokyo's most famous gardens. It's especially popular when the cherry blossoms, blossom, uh, uh, appearing spring, and when its leaves change color in uh,
Autumn.
autumn.
All right, great job. Next one, adult visitors must pay 200 yen to enter the park, while tickets for children cost 50 yen. However, one gate attendant stopped collecting money from non-Japanese guests because he only spoke Japanese
Mm.
and was scared to talk to foreigners. The attendant, now in his early 70s, said foreign visitor yelled at him years before.
Uh, uh, adults visitors must pay 200 yen to enter the park, uh, while tickets for children cost 50 yen. However, one guest attendant stops collecting money from non-Japanese guests, uh, because he only spoke Japanese and was scared to talk to foreigners. The attendant, now in his early 70s,
Okay.
uh, says mm, foreign visitors has yelled
Yeah. Okay.
as him years before.
All right. So someone was rude to him. I guess it was trauma.
Trauma.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Between April 2014 and December 2016, the attendant gave about 160,000 free tickets to foreigners. He asked a colleague to delete records of the sales. Oh, so his actions wouldn't be discovered. However, another staff member noticed that the number of printed tickets did not match the number of visitors to the garden.
Between April 2014 and December 2016, the attendance gave about 160,000 free tickets to foreigners. He asked a colleague to delete records of the sales so his actions would be discovered. However, another staff member noticed that the number of printed tickets did not match the number of visitors to the garden.
Okay, so a little strange. So the garden only finished adding up the total cost of the free tickets in October 2018, which is thought to be over 25 million yen, or about $230,000. Over 2.5 million people visited the garden in 2017, up from 2.1 million in 2016.
The garden only finished adding up the total cost of the free tickets in October 2018, which is thought to be over 20, 25 million yen, and or about $230,000, over 2.5 million people visited the garden in 2017, up 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 from 2.1 million in 2018.
Okay.
16. Sorry.
16. All right. So, wow, it's increasing each year. Last one. The attendant whose pay was reduced by 10% asked to retire in January 2017. He also offered to return half of his retirement bonus, or about 300,000 yen.
The attendant whose pay was reduced by 10% asked to retire in January 2017. Uh, he also offers to return half of his retirement bonus, or about 300,000 yen.
Yeah, okay, so just a small amount. It's impossible to recover the 25 million yen. Okay, then. So, Paul, any questions?
I think, yeah, so far so good.
All right. Do you want to do exercise 3?
Yes.
Okay, then. Let's go to number 1. In the title, why did the gate attendant stop collecting money from foreign visitors?
What is that?
Business.
Yeah, just like the title, because the
Yeah.
Japanese, they are afraid to uh, make some communication with foreigners,
All
because
right.
Japanese, they they can only speak Japanese.
Japanese. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Let's go to number 2. How were the attendant's actions discovered? What happened?
Mm, Where can I find this answer?
Oh, I'll give you a clue. Something about his colleague.
Colleague. Yeah. Uh, he asked. Someone asked colleagues to delete the records of the sales, so his action would be, or won't be discovered.
Yeah, but
But uh,
another.
uh, however, another staff member noticed that the number of printed tickets did not uh, match the
Hmm.
number of visitors to the garden.
Okay, so they still eventually found out. Okay,
Yes.
let's go to number 3. When did the garden finish adding up the cost of the attendant's actions? Yes, what month and year?
A year when this finished adding to all the costs. Mm, mm, Maybe I just guessed January 2017. Hmm?
Oh, so
Is this
actually,
correct?
go back one paragraph before the last one.
For the last one.
Yeah, second to the last from the last.
Oh, okay. Uh, in October hmm,
Yeah.
2000, yeah, 18.
All right. So the attendant, he retired in 2017, but his secret was found out on October 2018. All right.
Okay.
So almost more than 1 year. Okay, then. So, good job. Now let's go to discussion. You've been in Tokyo. Have you been to Shinjuku Gyoen?
Yes. Yes. Correct. Yeah. I I always go to the Shinjuku Gyoen when the
You often pass by?
no, I just not only passed by there, and I entered the garden to see the sakura. Yeah.
No, I see. So, what are your thoughts on the 25 million yen loss? How do you think this could have been prevented?
um, Prevented. I
Could
think
you
it's
suggest some
yeah.
ways?
I how it. I think it's
So,
very too difficult to prevent this kinds of situation. But I think yeah, 25 million yen is a big. It's a very big number. Yeah, it's very big loss for
yeah,
Japanese
so, that,
government. Mm.
yeah, as Japanese say, motai nai.
Yeah, yeah, it's
The
totally
big.
more dynamic.
Right. So, in Philippines, some people they don't speak English very well. So what they do
Yeah.
is they just hold a sign.
Oh,
So they don't have to say anything. They just point at the sign to
yes.
foreigners.
Yeah.
Maybe this Japanese man could have just, have a
Yeah.
sign
Mm.
so that he doesn't need to speak. What about in Taiwan? Do you think most people could speak basic English?
I don't think the Taiwanese they can speak very smoothly in English, and I think the Philippines they got more talent in speaking English. By the
Oh, I
way, actually, I will go to Philippines to learn some English for three months.
oh,
Yeah,
I see. So,
yeah.
what island are you going to?
I don't know how to say is the locations name to maybe be beyond. It's
Baguio?
yeah Bangyong, yeah, it's a mountain city. I heard,
Oh,
and
yeah. It's quite cold, so bring your jacket.
yeah, everyone said yes.
All right, then. So, great job today. I don't think you really need much,
Yeah,
much practice with understanding, just with your speaking skills. That's it. But with vocabulary and reading, no problem.
thank
All
you.
right,
You
then.
can say
So,
like less.
yeah, so have a good night. See you next time, Paul.
See you next time and good night. Too.
Goodbye.
Good night. Bye.